Torrian, if you look at this defense and you look at the secondary, you got to be pleased with the fact that you got so much depth and so many veteran guys returning. I mean, from a coaching standpoint, is it like just give them the keys and let them drive the car?
Well, you got guys with enough experience to have a chance to do those things. You know, at our safety spot, Nick and DQ have played a lot of football as true freshmen. Jalen Kilgore played a lot of football as a true freshman last year, so the game's really slowing down for him. And then O'Donnell Fortune's played a lot of football. So, man, that's a lot of experience. So excited about those guys, and those guys have the abilities to just kind of go play.
That one corner spot, what are you looking at there as camp begins?
We'll have guys compete for it, but we got some talented guys that I'm excited about. Judge Collier, Vicari Swain, Emery Floyd. We moved David Spalding in the corner, so you feel good about the bodies that are there. They just don't really have a lot of experience, but those guys had really good springs, and looking forward to see them continue to progress this fall camp.
With the experience you have back at safety and at the other corner spot, what kind of things will you do in your secondary to take advantage of that experience, change some things up, maybe try to fool the opponents because you got older guys that can do what you're asking them to do?
When you played a lot of snaps of football, now guys don't just have to do the ABCs of things. They can do the DEFs and the XYZs of things. So, you know, before it's pre-snap, we can show you one thing and be doing another. So now you get to play with the mental part of the game a lot more when guys had a lot of snaps.
What about the way Nick and DQ have looked to you? Off-season work, weight training. I mean, this is kind of their money year, I guess. Year number 3, hard to believe. But what do you expect from those two guys?
I expect huge years and consistency, play-ins and play-out. If you talk to Coach Day, man, the work that those guys have put in over the summer, and really the whole defensive back group and the whole defense as a whole. But if you're asking me as from a secondary standpoint, man, those guys are constantly getting stronger, changing their bodies, and you know, so they're hungry.
How do you feel about taking a couple of guys who were basically kind of overlooked in recruiting coming out of high school? One was a quarterback, and one really wasn't thought of all that much, and they're really emerged as all SEC caliber players.
I love those type of guys, honestly. You know, you get guys that love football, guys that show toughness, and guys that are willing to be coached and develop, and that's what those guys get a great job of, and now they get a chance to, you know, reap the fruits of their labor.
The depth behind those two, what does that look like?
We'll have Peyton Williams back healthy this year. He wasn't healthy last year, so that's a big addition. We got Gerald Kilgore. We got David Boosie. We got guys that have a chance to give us some quality depth, something that we've always been, seems like we're struggling to get the last couple of years. So hopefully those guys will continue to get better and give us that.
Feeling seems to be that this defense could be really pretty salty, pretty tough. How do you defensive coaches kind of view it?
Well, we like the talent that we have on all 3 levels, the D-line level, the linebacker level, and the defensive back level. We have some talented guys, and, you know, yeah, we got a chance to play some really good defense.